My name is Charity Ugbesie. Here in our studio, Dr. Mrs. Otaniyenuwa Odion Ugbesie, daughter of late Chief Edo Ugbesie, the Obasoge of Benin Kingdom. Madam, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
You came to the palace the other day to pay a courtesy visit to His Royal Majesty, and you talked about wanting to collaborate with Oba Ewari's foundation. Can you please throw more light on that? Then you also tell us what Otee Medical Services is all about.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Zigo. Esther. First, I would say my name is Dr. Otaniyenuwa Odion Ugbesie. I'm the Chief Executive Director at Otee Medical Services. Otee Medical Services is a private limited company where we have comprises of medical doctors, dedicated skilled medical doctors, where our mission is to bridge healthcare disparities by providing high-quality medical care services, educational training programs, medical outreaches to underserved communities. And talking about the collaboration that you mentioned, I would say I'm so ecstatic knowing that, like my father will always say, being so humble, there is no place like home. Egwa, Edekigbi, Oba Atobe, Watowa Mos. It is a very rare privilege and a great honor to be collaborating with the Oba Ewaye Foundation on this medical outreach program. We all know that our father, our royal father, is very compassionate and cares for the people and likes to carry the people along. So doing this medical outreach is more so giving back to the society, where we intend to do it July 1st and 2nd of this 2024. We have a lot of things activities that will be going on that day. We have free health screening, free dispensing of medications, free consultations, mental health awareness, and lots more. Thank you.
Okay, talking about collaborating, where do you intend to have these free medical services? I mean, the place you're supposed to use. Just like I said, the palace, starting with the palace. I mentioned earlier, I said, so whatever I'll be doing in Edo State, I cannot do it anywhere without starting from the palace. So we intend to start from the palace where we see quite a number of chiefs and anyone who will be coming to the palace to receive free medical care.
Sure.
So how do you intend to, because you just said is collaborating, and when you are collaborating, there are other things like how do you intend to sort for the medical and let's say the medicine, the doctors that are going to be on ground. I don't know, because you are saying you are collaborating with Oba Ewari's foundation, which Oba Ewari's foundation is an NGO. Expatiate on it, please.
Like I said earlier, it's a private limited company where we have dedicated skilled workers, a team of doctors. So when you're talking about doctors and other people involved in this medical outreach, we already have a group of people who are doing this job for us. And so doing it, I will not call it, it's going to be a task. So not going to be a task situation. We just go there and assess the needs and deliver, finalize, and of course deliver.
Can you tell us what motivated you into going into trying to give back to the society? Because there must be something that makes you to say, no, I want to give back to the society.
First, I will say God, because like you said, He said he wishes above all things that we prosper and what? Be in health, even as our soul prospers. Then my father, my late father, Chief Edo Ifato, who was the Obasigi of Benin, and now my brother. My dad was, one of his greatest wishes was to help people medically. And even though he couldn't do so as a medical doctor, he helped people pay a lot of medical bills in the most compassionate manner. By offering medical help in any way to anyone who needed it. And also, even though my main is to read some certain health needs of people, I'm happy that I'm doing this for the both of us. Are you trying to tell us, okay, you are more or less using this as a way of remembering your dad? Of course, if you say that, Mrs. Sophie. Thank you.
That's nice. That's nice. Can you, how many, have you been into this collaboration before? And since when? How many years?
Oh, this whole medical service, this vision of this medical service started last year, about 8 months ago, where we saw quite a number of people at Garki International Market, Abuja. We had free medications dispensed, we had free consultations, free health talks, and it was quite an impactful program. And for the education and training program, we had recently, we visited some schools where we're educating them on the need for menstrual hygiene. And of course, we had the need to share some menstrual kits for the people who were involved.
So far, it's like this medical outreach was really, really benefiting a lot of persons that what you are telling us.
Of course, yes. Quite a number of people have benefited from this medical care services.
Okay. In terms of, I want to digress a little bit. In terms of medical, do I put it now? In terms of trying to, how will you advise people to take care of their health?
I would say,
or should they wait until they are dying before they go to the hospital? Self-medication actually good. You know, there are so many things actually going on in our society today, and we all are just there saying that's how we've been doing it. Self-medication is the order of the day. So what advice do you really have for people out there?
I would urge Nigerians to be to take care of themselves, to eat moderately, exercise, and even rest. They said knowledge is power. And most of the time, I've come to know that a lot of people are at risk of a lot of diseases, and these people are not even aware of when they acquire these diseases. So, like I said, knowledge is power. When we get to do these educational training programs on health, we need to live a healthier lifestyle. You will know that leaving your house to the hospital, and not long in Nigeria, you wait several hours before seeing a doctor. But if you know the risk factor and you know the complications, let me put it that way, you would know that there's need for you to see a medical doctor. Yes.
And you also talked about eat, exercise. I don't understand that one. Can you
tell us moderately, not overeating.
Okay.
So we all know what diet does and to the body.
Exercise.
We all know what exercise does to the body. So that's basically the advice I would give to people. Eat moderately, exercise, and rest.
And talking about exercise, some of us think by maybe trekking a little bit is exercise. Can you please tell us about this exercise thing, fitness thing? How does it really how does it really affect us? How it makes us to be okay in terms of being healthy?
I would say you said trekking. Trekking is an exercise. Of course it is. Trekking is an exercise. We should learn to take walks. I've seen quite a number of people saying that from here to here, the next thing they do is to take Uber, Bolt. We should learn to take walks. We should learn to take a stroll, enjoy the moment. And there's so many other exercises if you ask. You said trekking. Of course, trekking is an exercise. Okay. You could take walks like jogging, running if need be. So these actually are exercise.
Let's assume I ate bread and then say egg in the morning. In the afternoon, I eat eba. In the evening, I eat yam. Have I not eaten well?
That's high carbohydrates. Most of it, 90% of what you eat that whole day, 90% of what you have mentioned is carbohydrate. So I cannot call that a balanced diet.
Okay.
Yes.
So how do I eat? What do I eat that will make it to be a balanced diet?
Like you said, eating bread and egg in the morning, fair enough.
Okay.
Then in the afternoon, you could go about beans. Beans and probably fish. Then later at night, not so late at night, you could do rice and stew. A lot of people like rice and stew.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Well, it's been nice talking to Dr. Mrs. Otaniyenuwa Odion Ugbesie. She have really, really tried educating us about our health, about eating healthy, about exercise, and more so, most important one is the collaboration with Oba Ewari's foundation, which is supposed to come up July 1st and 2nd this year. That they are going to have free medical services. According to her, there are going to be medical doctors, free drugs, and she actually wants to start from the palace because that is where she believes is her base. So people at home will see her what that time to discuss with her, because this is not going to be the last time you are going to come to our studio. I hope we will call on you next time you'll be available for us.
Very.
Thank you very much. This is where we're going to draw the cocktail for today.